Hello and welcome to the earliest breakfast game show hosted by Dammit Leanne. Here we pride ourselves on being both the earliest and potentially only breakfast show game show mashup based podcast. As always, I'm your host Aaron Finan, and here's today's players. The only man. Thanks for interrupting me. Now I have to cut this bit. No, I'm going to introduce you. For God, this is off to such a terrible start.
Cut nothing.
Proceed. This is how we go. I just need to know how many Weet-Bix you want.
I'll take 2.
Okay. Carry on, Aaron.
Is that wet already? Yeah, how do you put the milk in?
It's my sweaty hands.
Oh.
It's so early.
The only man I've ever known to look better with a mustache than without, it's the currently clean-shaven Josh Bonesy Rice.
Are you saying I'm ugly now?
Yes.
Thank you.
How you going, Josh? Been up to much this past week? God, that is...
Sorry, I didn't think it through.
Yes, I've got... my son's going on a bit of a holiday with my partner, and I'm going to be stuck at home. It's going to be lovely, I guess. That's what's going on with me.
Riveting.
No riveting this weekend.
Do you want some milk?
I might be breaking apart an organ. I don't know. I will.
Wait, one of yours?
Not a human organ. It's a piano. Never mind. That got out of hand. Yes, milk, please.
How much milk? Say when.
Oh, God.
Hang on. Let me pick it up. Okay. Say when.
I can't see it, so when. It's
Probably not an appropriate amount of milk, but...
Nah, aces. Perfect.
But I shall pour my own.
Considering my Weet-Bix were already wet when you put them in the bowl.
It was no, I gave myself the wet one. Carry on, Aaron.
And up against Josh this week, the only woman I've ever known, it's Amy Sincock.
Hooray! A doubtful honour.
Have you done anything more interesting than Josh's week? It's a real low bar that he's set, so...
I like to help out my non-teammate.
I pretended to be a professor in the library, which was fun. I'm not
that sounds more vague than it is. Like, you did it for work, but you did just sort of make it sound like you went to a library and pretended to be a professor for a day.
Yeah, I didn't like giving any context for that one, but that's essentially it. Oh, and I was also a spy in a library also. There's a theme.
What is your life?
Badly paid.
Coming from the guy with a sock mic.
Yes.
This is soggy already.
Oh, well, it's...
Am I supposed to be eating this?
Get used to it. Start eating. This being our first ever show, I thought we'd start off things fairly simple. This week's cereal for consumption is Weet-Bix. So you've got a bowl and some milk.
Not a sponsor, P.S.
Not a sponsor.
Unless you want to.
But we're open to it. We've already got your value pack.
Yeah. At the end of the game show, we're gonna review the Weet-Bix.
So far, not off to a great start.
Soggy out of the box.
Save your comments till the end, please.
Non-convincing.
Alright, on to round one.
Is this a game show part?
This is the game show part.
Okay, I'm ready.
Much like when breakfast television is on air, it is incredibly early right now, midnight to be precise. So it being this early, I thought we'd start off the show with something light, you know, as they like to on breakfast shows. You started off the show pretty light.
Like a dry Weet-Bix?
Like a dry Weet-Bix.
The lightest.
Really not. As you would both know, obviously, breakfast shows often like to talk about whatever obscure international observance it is on that day. An international observance is a period of time to observe some issue of international interest or concern. Today happens to be World Tourism Day.
Oh.
We all learnt something already. It's crazy.
Is that the question? Yes. No. Yes, it is World Tourism Day.
A point to Josh.
Thank you. That's a good start.
No points to Josh.
What? I'm outraged already.
It's a pity, because tomorrow's World Rabies Day.
Oh, we missed. Wait,
oh, no.
Is today or yesterday that was just then?
No, because yesterday it was World Non-Tourism Day. It was all about staying in your own country.
Which we're doing. So, good job us.
10 points to everyone.
So I'm on 11 points.
Are we scoring this? Let me score.
Yeah. I'm on 11 points, you're on 10.
This is already such a
11
sham.
points to Josh. I'm writing down, which is not helpful.
I like that you write the points longhand, not just like...
that through.
11 with letters.
My name, Josh's name.
Do your points in Roman numerals.
And pen to me. Okay, I'm ready, go.
So this round requires buzzers. Obviously, we don't have buzzers, so...
Just ting the ball.
That's going to be very hard to determine. No,
Luckily,
mine's
Aaron-
actually very obviously
Actually,
different.
slightly different. That's Josh. Josh, make your buzzer. Amy?
If this doesn't become a thing, I don't know what will.
Stay tuned for the Fringe show and we'll do that on stage.
I'll have to have the exact same amount of milk, which is not a good sign. I'm not going to enjoy myself. Continue.
Right.
Proceed.
This round's pretty simple. I ask a tourist-based question. You buzz in with whatever answer you think is right.
I studied up on cereal, but I was in the wrong area. Now I'm going to do tourism.
Sorry that you don't understand the rules that I made up yesterday.
If any questions comes up about Captain Crunch, I'm ready.
I've built the questions today from facts that I found on an online article because that's how we learn everything. This week's facts come from Memo...
I didn't mean to buzz in. I'm trying to eat.
Come from memolition.com. Question 1.
Yes.
It's not a, this round is not a yes/no round.
Do we take off a point for that, or just continue?
I'm in charge of the score.
I get a free shot. I get a free shot.
I'll give you one each of being bad at the game.
Just dig it again.
I didn't mean to do that one. That was on purpose.
This is
excited about my
this is a
Weet-Bix.
really stupid
It's
buzzer
bad because
system.
we're trying to eat at the same time. Who does a game show past midnight? Anyway, continue.
Question 1. We all know that pigeons can fly at altitudes up to and beyond 6,000 feet, and that the average speed of 77.6 miles per hour. But what is it illegal to do to pigeons in San Francisco? Josh?
Make them go faster than that.
No.
Well, why isn't anybody doing it then?
I don't know. Maybe it's impossible. Amy?
Step on them.
The correct answer was feed them.
So I can step on them in San Francisco, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's,
Right. Next week, live from San Francisco.
This article says nothing about stepping on pigeons.
Amy's
so
buzzer will be a pigeon.
every time you need to answer a question, you step on a new pigeon.
Oh. Well, okay.
Question 2. It's common knowledge that the first establishment that was called a hotel in the United States was built in 1793. It was called the Union Public Hotel in Washington, D.C. Which city has the most hotel rooms of any city in the world? Amy?
New York?
Wrong. Damn. Josh?
London?
Las Vegas.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
Yeah.
That does make sense.
We're off to a terrible start. So
Hey, I'm on 11 points, so...
Not according to my scores.
this is why we should never let Amy, one of the people playing, score.
She's doing
both
just
got
fine.
10.
I'm running low on Weet-Bix, though.
Well, luckily we have 1.2 kilos of them.
Just another half hour of eating Weet-Bix. I'm interested. Let's go.
Question 3. Switzerland is a democratic federal republic. The federal legislative power is vested in the... Let me finish the question. The federal legislative power is vested in the two chambers of the Federal Assembly, the National Council and the Council of States. What do chefs in Switzerland find highly offensive?
I think I had a nap about halfway through that question. But
Napping. Say napping. You'll be right.
chefs find offensive people ordering a well done steak, which I find also.
I think all chefs find that offensive,
Well,
but
then
this is
I'm correct.
particularly in
A point for
Switzerland.
me.
Josh?
What do chefs find offensive?
in Sweden
Switzerland.
specifically. No, I was even thinking the
Wow,
wrong country.
take that
No!
point off. Take that point off.
Eating cereal in their restaurant at 12:30 in the goddamn morning.
It was adding salt and pepper to your food.
Oh yeah,
Really?
that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I wouldn't add salt and pepper to this,
This
although
is-
it may improve it.
Oh, salt and pepper Weet-Bix. Who are you? You're an animal.
So far, no one has actually got any real points
No,
in
that's
this
not.
round.
That's unfair. I've got 11 points real. Are we taking points off when we get stuff wrong? Is that why I'm suddenly not on 11?
No, I just didn't put it down on the list. But I have now. No, also you then you've got 21 points. I was going to put 1.
Yes, 21 points.
Question 4. Antarctica is the largest desert on Earth. It is the coldest, windiest, and driest place on the planet. What percentage of the population has visited the icy continent?
Population of the world.
Yeah.
Clarification.
Josh.
12.
Percent of the people of the world.
I don't know, do I? I'm taking a punt.
It's much less than that. Amy?
0.2%.
Well, it's less than 1%, so
So I'm right.
You're basically
Point.
right.
So
A
she's
point.
genuinely closer than me, so she gets a point. That's how it works.
Look,
What is this? Price is Right?
I'm gonna be honest with you. That was just like a really. There was a vague answer, so as long
great.
as you said anything that was less than 1%, you would have got that one.
I'm just
All
a
right,
specific
I'm giving
person.
vague answers from now on because I feel like that's how Aaron operates.
Good plan.
Well, unluckily for you, the rest of the rounds are different.
They're super specific rounds.
At the end of that round, Amy is apparently on 11,
Yes.
and Josh is also on 11.
Wait.
Go, we're a high scoring game.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's a lot more high score than Aaron intended it to be.
Well, I mean, so far, technically, Amy's on 1, and Josh is on 0.
And I'm on 11.
No. Anyway, Josh, speaking of tourism,
Go on.
do you have any wacky stories from when you were overseas?
Oh, all the zany exploits I got up to.
Yeah, you've been to fringes overseas.
Yes, I just got back from Edinburgh Fringe. We saw a couple of improv shows, which was fantastic.
Was there cereal?
No cereal in their improv shows, alas. There was alas. No, we went into one. We were late entering. Sorry, we were late entering. But halfway through, we just sort of decided that we weren't feeling it. We didn't want to be jerks and leave. So we kind of just sat there, and then at the end, you might know with Edinburgh Fringe shows, they like stand by the door with a bucket and sort of expect you to pay something. Like, you're not charged for entry. You pay what you feel it deserved. And when they finished the show and they tried to like get to the back with the bucket, we kind of just raced them to the door and left before they could pull the bucket out. Because we didn't want to be rude and point out that their show wasn't great, but we also didn't want to pay for it. Zany exploit.
What a wacky adventure.
Yeah, not paying for something. Crazy.
Josh loses 2 points for that.
Yep.
I feel like that was rigged that I was going to lose points. Either I wasn't going to have a zany story, or it was, yeah.
I mean, honestly, I was actually hoping for something better from you.
I don't get up to much zany stuff anymore, Aaron.
No, it didn't have to be a recent story.
You're right. Back when no, I'm not going to do that.
Round 2.
My Weet-Bix are soggy.
That's because you put milk in them.
My heart is
Real
soggy
gross though.
so early.
I mean, it's delicious. My
The
Weet-Bix.
logistics of this was poor. But let's do it.
Look, we didn't think this through. We only have another 100 episodes to go.
I am in.
Oh, good. Like it's a value pack.
Round 2.
1.2 kilos of Weet-Bix.
We're not going to do Weet-Bix every week.
We're going to have to with a value pack.
I expect that at least half empty before we finish.
Oh.
I really don't.
Oh my god.
Round 2.
Can I point out that breakfast food is meant to like pep you up for the day?
Not weigh you down.
We're eating this and then we're just going to go to bed. Like, this isn't going to work. No, it'll work. I'm interested. Let's go.
Round 2. Now that we've gotten the light stuff out of the way, we can finally free dive into topics that are way out of our depth and understanding. It's at this point we can make outlandish assumptions and express our opinions as if they were fact.
Oh dear.
This week in a round I like to call It Is Worth Crying Over Spilt Milk. The topic is the same-sex marriage plebiscite in Australia.
Oh dear god.
Oh, God.
This round has 3 yes or no questions, and unlike the plebiscite, it won't cost $121 million to ask them.
Hooray!
I'm going to answer yes to everything.
I'm gonna wait until I hear the questions.
No, I'm calling it early. Yes to everything. Give me points accordingly.
Buzz in if you know the answer.
Okay.
Question 1. Is this a waste of taxpayers' money? Amy.
Yes.
Ah,
I already got my point.
I mean, unfortunately,
Point
he
for
did
me.
say...
Yes to everything.
God damn it. Really wanted Josh to lose this.
You've read all the questions to be yes questions. I've already won.
You can change them. No one can see the script.
Question 2. Should the plebiscite be binding and not just a massive poll?
I'm not buzzing in. I've already won.
I think it shouldn't be done at all. How is that?
The answer is
kind of
yes.
Both a yes and no question.
What? Yeah, we already got the waste... Whatever.
I'm gonna give myself a point.
You can both have a point.
I love that you're just scoring yourself.
Well, you
next-
bring a pad of
We are
paper,
getting an
did you?
independent party in next week.
Next week, I'm doing the scores.
Well, someone else should have brought a pad of paper.
Question 3. Is the answer to this question the same as the last 2 questions?
Oh, I totally did win this round. Yes!
Amy?
No.
is the correct answer.
Oh, well.
Hooray.
All right, fine. 2 out of 3. Ain't bad.
At the end of that round, Amy is on 15.
Good luck reading my scores.
And Josh is on 11.
What? No, I got 2 questions right.
Yeah, but you
I
lost
took 2 points off.
Oh, that's fair. Sorry, I gave you a boring story on the spot.
Do better.
Round 3. Now it's time for celebrity gossip. Amy, what have you got for us this week?
Celebrity gossip. I heard someone was pregnant.
Who?
One of those ladies that does that show.
How'd they get pregnant?
Well, Aaron, when a man and woman love each other very much,
They call up the stork and organise delivery.
they get
Oh, what's the stork's number?
0405
Stork.
88. Yeah, he knows. He's got a child.
I had to make the call. I had to know the number.
Oh, fantastic.
0405 stork, apparently. Which
I
are actually
don't-
too many numbers.
I don't know how hospitals still exist when the stork is such an efficient service of delivery.
Do storks treat other medical conditions as well?
Yes?
Like what?
Like hernias. They arrive and pick them out of you.
Oh.
Look, they're a delivery service, but also they're full of pain. They bring the pain.
It's pretty medieval, but
If
But
it works,
if
it
you can
works, I
train a
guess.
stork to pick out a hernia, why wouldn't you?
he's got a point.
No, there is no reason why. Don't think of one.
Well, that was worth, I don't know. You can have half a point.
Woo!
Distribute points fairly.
I'll do a short little line for my half
That
point.
totally looks like a 1 point though.
Yeah, it does
I'm
look like a
hoping
one
that
point.
will be forgotten
Yes.
at the end of the show.
Also, I'm going to need a refresh soon. I'm
I
2
can do
cereals down.
There you go.
Well, luckily we have.
A value pack.
It is going to change my buzzer, however.
That's fine, that's fine. And now, on to movie news. A few films came out this week. What have you got a review of us for us today, Josh?
I can review you if you want.
No, a film.
A review of a film.
What have you seen this week?
What?
In film.
In film.
Josh, of the films that have come out this week.
Of all the films that have come out this week,
What
I've
have you-
seen 0 of them.
What?
But
What
film,
ones have come out?
I watched that movie Spy with Melissa McCarthy the other day.
What-
I did watch that. I can review that if you
Give
like.
us a comprehensive review, please.
Of course. I
Very
feel
comprehensive. 6 words.
No, like make it fit on Twitter.
Twitter fit.
How-
Yeah, no,
140
they just
characters.
upped the character limit.
Okay.
2.
280.
How about I'm just going to talk and you cut me off when I'm done. All right. Peter Serafinowicz was amazing.
Stop.
I think
Sorry,
I
keep
think I
going.
think you'll find I'm the host of the show.
So
Amy.
the,
Sorry,
so
I
the
got
Twitter
excited.
review is just Peter Serafinowicz was. Was, is, and always will be. He was great. I loved his part in the film, although it was a minor bit. And Jason Statham was surprisingly funny. Melissa McCarthy did great, but I expected her to. So, what are we
Jason
at?
Statham.
Is that 120 characters?
I said it's 280 now, but you know whatever. You can have
Just do what I said and double it. Just do 2 times that. And there you go, is your 280 review.
for talking back to me just then. You can have minus 1 point.
Oh, no, Josh. Minus a point.
But the review was excellent, right?
It was okay.
That's enough for
You
a
didn't
point.
touch on plot at
I didn't
all.
need to touch on plot.
You mentioned Jason
You want the
Statham.
plot? Watch the film.
No spoilers.
I'm not a trailer. I'm telling you who did well in the film. No spoilers.
It was more of a score of the different actors in the film.
And everyone scored highly. Except me.
I'm giving Josh a point.
Yep.
Because you lost it.
Oh, is that the new system? Okay, sure.
So you got 0 points that whole time.
Josh, are you buzzing in?
No, I'm cleaning up my bowl. Could
Or
have
you're
been
having a
fucking-
speech.
Do you want to restock your Weet-Bix?
I will.
Do you need
Before
an
the
ad
next
break?
round.
Call you Jet.
Yeah, let's do an ad break. Amy, what are you trying to
For
sell
all
us
our
this week?
sponsors.
Definitely not Weet-Bix. I wouldn't
Hey.
recommend them.
Just because they're not actually sponsoring us doesn't mean we poo-poo them. Who crunched up all the Weet-Bix?
That's why yours got a bit soggy, I think. I actually don't know why that made sense in my head, but it did. It's late.
You on for 2 or 3, Josh?
Doubling up again.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The deuce.
You're not going to feel great.
I don't feel great already. I'm very tired. But we said we'd do this, and here we are. I need more milk for my buzzer. Not for my Weet-Bix.
Let's do a pitch test on your buzzer.
I do want to apologise that I'm sitting on 2 beanbags. So as far as feedback goes, probably getting a lot of crunch.
From both the Weet-Bix and the beanbags.
That was way too loud. Ooh.
That's mine.
Okay. I was going to say, how did you make 2 different noises with your bowl, Josh?
Gripped the bowl harder.
I just wanted to compare.
Sure. Compare the pair. Round 4.
Sorry.
Yep, she's buzzed in. What's the answer, Amy?
What's the answer?
Pears.
Don't change the question. I can see your eyes, buddy.
No. Children should get 1/4 of their daily nutritional intake at breakfast. Let's find out what the nutritional intake of the children I'm currently sitting next to in this room get in their morning routine.
What's not having breakfast?
This round is based upon each of it's our morning routines. I'm included in this. We go around the table circle. There's no table. Explain our routines and then rank them based on whose is the healthiest. And then I give out points based on the ranking.
Of how healthy our
This
mornings are.
is just so you can parade around how healthy you are.
It's really not. I really think I'm going to lose this one.
Okay.
You are in for a surprise.
Okay. Well, Amy, you go first.
I get up and I have coffee and Vegemite wholemeal toast. And I usually do some stretches or some yoga. And I have a shower.
Whoa, she does
Honestly,
yoga.
give her the points. Like, give her my points. Like, just hand them over.
I work in an office. I have to do something, otherwise I'll die.
That is prolific.
That is.
I have to do something, otherwise I'll die.
It's real deep. I wasn't expecting to go that deep.
Well, there you go.
Thank you.
I give more than I'm given.
You should have started with me then.
Speaking of me, I'll do me, because Josh is really, really hyping up his.
I'm just eating my goddamn Weet-Bix.
Forever.
No, I'm not doing much at the moment, so I'm getting up at 7:30, letting the dog out, going back to bed until 10:30.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then I sort of get up and have a coffee. Mm-hmm. Then just wait till lunch.
Thing is, you wrote this segment.
I know.
Yet you still realise you've got the most pitiful answer.
I do. It's real sad. I need a job. Which is why I made this segment. If there's any jobs going in Adelaide at the moment.
Genius.
No, Josh, what's yours?
I get up, regrettably, minutes or a few minutes after my partner, who gets up when my son gets up. Then I'll go down and make her a coffee and make breakfast for my son and help get him dressed. And then I'll get them off to childcare or work or wherever they're headed. And then I go to work. So I don't have breakfast.
Ooh, that doesn't sound healthy.
Have you ever considered getting up a few minutes before your partner?
I've tried. But she's very quick. She's nimble.
She is nimble.
So, between the two of you,
I think it's up
Who's the
to. I think
least
it's up to.
Well,
you
you're
to decide.
lazier than me, 100%. But like,
Hey, if you didn't have a job or a child or a partner living with you, I feel like you'd be doing the same.
I'd eat breakfast.
I technically do. It's just I have lunch food.
It's just
for
you have it at
breakfast.
12:30 in the goddamn morning.
Hey! I have my lunch at noon, good sir.
I'm giving myself points.
You get 3, and then you can give Josh either 2 or 1, depending on.
You have 2, Josh.
Wow,
I'm catching up.
I'm offended.
Well, he's making copies and stuff for other people. I think that's nice. I was expecting it to be much worse also. So I don't know
Yeah,
if
he
that's-
really did.
yeah.
Like, it sounded like it was going to be something.
Because I thought
really-
you would at least get up and have breakfast. That was how you were going to beat me. All you had to do was have breakfast. You couldn't even achieve that.
And we're doing it right now.
You got to
Stop
Sorry.
clicking the pen.
You
Sorry,
got to
got excited.
10:30 and you couldn't even achieve breakfast.
Yeah, and
This is why you really wrote the game show. So you could actually have breakfast every now and then.
I'm
And
not
you're
even- I'm
eating.
not
Yeah,
even
he's still
eating
not eating
cereal.
breakfast. What do you have against breakfast, Aaron?
You're trying to have breakfast through us.
You can have the rest of
How
the
can you
time.
host a game show about breakfast if you hate breakfast?
I don't hate breakfast. I
feel
don't
like
like
you do.
cereal. I'm not eating your Weet-Bix.
I'm not eat-
Finish your Weet-Bix.
I'm not eating your Weet-Bix either. I've got enough.
Round 5.
So gross.
It all comes down to this. It's still anybody's game.
I think you need more milk.
It's really not.
How many? What's the difference?
11, 12,
Some maths.
14, 17,
A half.
Wait, I'll write that down so I don't forget.
If I win by half a point, it's going to be the best evening ever.
10, 11, 9, 10, 11, 10, 11, 13. You are losing.
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
that's fair.
This round is worth 5 points.
Oh no!
Gee, I wonder why we did a score check.
Why? Yeah, why did I go through the maths? Anyway. Go
So that I can make it one above so that Josh could still win. It's a multiple choice answer. So wait until I've read all that.
Yes.
Josh, wait until I've read all the answers before you buzz in.
On all of the multiple questions, yes. Well, it worked from the other round. I got 2 out of 3.
Which of the following is a real headline used during a segment of The Morning Show on Channel 7 in Australia? Mm-hmm. I painstakingly went through their website and watched segments of their show.
Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah, it was.
Don't do that again.
Well, unfortunately, I'm the one who has to write the damn podcast, so you know.
But we have to eat the damn cereal.
I was going to say. I don't know who's in more pain.
Yeah, I don't know. The morning show's pretty trash.
And we're adding
So?
another one. Full of cereal.
Wait, do you mean us or the actual?
No, the actual morning show. No, Sunrise Delightful. It's not. It's really not. They're all bad.
I'm waiting for the question.
Sorry. Yeah. So, which of these is a real headline? A, guy gets funky. B, the art of not giving a hoot. C, musical spoons. Or D, belly up.
All
So-
of these could have been.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely, like, what am I meant to tell you? Which one wasn't? Or
Which one was?
Was. All of them, 3 of them weren't? That is the surprise here.
I know.
I'm going to go, what was the second one? I like the second one.
The art of not giving a hoot.
That does sound like something Sonia Kruger would say.
I like Guy Gets Funky. Because
Well-
I think it's about Guy Sebastian doing a dance.
Just a segment about Guy.
Just like,
Well,
no one can
Josh technically wins because he said yes to
Yes.
all of them. They're all real headlines. It was a trick.
Yes, yes, yes.
Guy Gets Funky was, in fact, about Guy Sebastian. He's headed on tour.
oh, do I get a point? I'm going to take
You
points.
can
to be
have a- you have a
fair,
point
that
for-
gives her a point as well, which means she wins.
No, it means we're even. Oh, no, wait. I'm 0.5 ahead of you.
You can have half a point. It's a draw.
It's a draw!
It's a draw. The Art of Not Giving a Hoot is about... there's an author of a book. It's called The Art of Not Giving a... Not hoot was a different word. No one's sweared yet. I
I
feel
am
guilty.
so glad that Aaron did research on this. The art of not giving it. No, I've forgotten the word.
Of a not hoot.
Oh fuck! Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. I didn't just swear for no reason.
Ah, I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
You
The
got
art
it.
of giving a not hoot.
Yeah, it was a... Yeah, okay, we got there in the end. Musical Spoons. That was about a grandma that went on an American talent show and wowed the audience with her musical abilities. Playing
Wow, the
spoons.
audience by still being alive.
Congratulations, Josh. This week you've won the prize of getting to review Weet-Bix.
Yay!
Well,
Take it away.
I've been looking forward to this because I've got a bone to pick with you, Weet-Bix. First of all, I don't understand how one of them came out wet before we put it in a bowl, but it did. That was confusing. That might be Amy's fault. I don't know. It does do a lot of absorption on milk. I'm not sure if this is a different Weet-Bix to what I'm used to.
This is a surprisingly comprehensive review.
Yeah,
it feels
it's good.
quite grainy. Look, I will eat you again, but I
Whoa,
won't
buddy.
enjoy it. I won't enjoy it.
You
I'll
probably
probably,
do it
when I
in
say I
this
will eat you
room.
again, it's probably going to be another round of this game show where I'll have to eat you again.
Yeah, when we run out of cereals.
My son eats a lot of Weet-Bix. He's up to 3 Weet-Bix, so hats off to you.
Your son is
Weet-Bix.
tiny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a fiend for food though.
Jesus.
Wow.
He had 5 servings of lunch yesterday apparently. At,
That seems
at
like too
childcare,
much.
like I didn't feed him 5 servings of lunch. I don't encourage his gluttonous behaviour, but apparently childcare does.
Growing boy, I guess.
There's your review, Weet-Bix. Vague.
Thanks, Josh. Do you
Vague
feel?
and
Do
no
you feel?
numbers.
Are you happy that you won?
I gave you a big old ding ding ding. That's deserved of a win. I'm interested to see what happens next week when you try and rig my loss, and we'll see if I can beat you again.
Well, that's it for this fortnight. Tune in next fortnight when we review Special K on the earliest breakfast game show hosted by Dammit Leanne. I've been Aaron Finan. You can follow me at Aaron Finan on Instagram, AARONFINAN.
And if you want to follow me, you can follow me on at Hungry Canary on Instagram or at Amy's in a Nutshell on Twitter. Neither of which are very interesting.
Speaking of interesting, we are interesting on at Dammit Leanne on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And I have nothing more to say.
We have a website as well. You can go to dammitleanne.com.
Yeah, but don't judge it.
Yeah, there's not much up there right now.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, thanks. See you next time.
Yeah, bye.
See you next summer.
Bye.
No, not next summer. Probably next week. I might also see you in summer, to be fair.